morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Servant Valons here in Vccc in the servant study, just looking to bring you a Vcc daily grub on today. I hope everyone had a beautiful Saturday, and I hope excited about coming in praising on this Sunday morning. But I got a question for you. Do you know that you're living off of someone else's prayers on today? Kingdom Minds, before you rush into your today, can I ask you this question? Who prayed you into this morning? Don't you know that somebody prayed you into this morning? Just think about it for a minute. We've all made some mistakes that should have buried us. But not only have we made some mistakes that should have buried us, we survived some nights that should have broken us. Is it somebody that survived a night that should have broken you? You walked away from situations that should have taken your life. Is it something that you know should have taken you out on the day? But yet somehow, somebody say yet somehow, you're still here on the day. Not because you were always wise, not because you showed all this wisdom like you knew everything, not because you always made the right decisions. Is it somebody other than me that made some bad decisions on the day? Not because you were strong enough to pull yourself through it. Is it somebody that know they almost broke on the day? But we're only here because somebody, I don't know who that somebody was, whispered your name before the throne of God. One of the most overlooked verses about prayer in the Bible is found there in Zechariah, the 3rd chapter, verse 2. And Satan standing there accusing Joshua. But before Joshua could say one single word, God speaked out for him. God said, Satan, I rebuke you, Satan. Our God who chose Jerusalem rebuke you. Isn't this man a burning stick snatched from the fire? Don't miss it right there. Joshua wasn't rescued because he argued his own case. Somebody on the day, you don't even have to argue your own case, because Joshua was rescued simply because God chose to intervene. What am I talking about when I say God chose to intervene? That's grace. Some of us right now are walking around wearing victories that we never earned. Or you're walking around wearing a victory you never earned. You can walk around with mercy you never deserved. Protection that covers you that you ever even knew that you ever even needed. But looking back over your life, there was times that I know I should have been another obituary. There's time in my life I know I should have just been another statistic. There's times in my life I look back, I know I should have been another addiction, another broken story. But grace stepped in right in the nick of time. Why did grace step in? Because somebody prayed. Who was that somebody? Maybe it was a grandmother that prayed for you. Maybe it was your mother that prayed for you. Maybe you had a praying father on the day. Maybe you had a good friend that just prayed for you when you didn't even know you needed prayer. Is it somebody who had a pastor that prayed for him on the day? Or maybe, just maybe, Jesus himself, who always lives to intercede for us, according to the book of Hebrews, there in the 7th chapter, the 21st verse from us. Maybe that's where he stepped in and interceded. That's why you woke up this morning. Not because the alarm clock was louder than death. Yeah, the alarm clock didn't wake you away from death, but because grace was louder than your past. So can I tell you something on the day? The greatest evidence that God says He's finished with you is that He gave you another sunrise. Vccc family and friends, He gave you another sunrise on the day. What's that another sunrise? Another breath, another assignment, another opportunity to become who He created you to be. So stop calling yourself what your worst day tried to name you. I don't know what your worst day may have tried to name you on the day, but heaven has already called you redeemed on the day. Our Vccc wanted to grow on nugget on the day. Never confuse your survival with your strength. There are battles you never saw because God fought them before they even reached your front door. One day in eternity, you'll discover that some of the greatest victories happened while someone else was on their knees calling out your name before God. So don't waste your life and somebody else's prayer help preserve. Kingdom Mind, let's honor those people on the day who may have covered us right down below. Just let me know who first taught you the power of prayer on the day. Drop their first name or just simply write something to let us know who that was that grabbed you. Or if you can't write nobody, just put down there, somebody prayed for me before this day ends. You'll become the answer to somebody else's prayer on tomorrow if you just continue to pray. Have Vcc daily growth moment. Walk it out. Live in it. Grace over grit. Kingdom Mind. Because prayer that leaves your lips today may become the reason someone else wakes up with hope tomorrow. If you haven't found a place to worship this morning, you can meet me here at Vccc 10 a.m. for our power hour. Have a great day.